All right. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I'm Janina Simmons, and today you have the great pleasure of running with me. So we're going to get it started. Just start walking. We're going to start our warm up. If I can get this treadmill to work. Okay, here we go. Starting in 3, 2, 1. All right, so let's get the juices flowing. We'll walk it out, and while we'll walk and then go straight into our warm-up, I'll explain today's workout. So I would hope that you have already done an active warm-up. May that be high knees, jumping rope, maybe a little bit of stretching. We are going to warm up for approximately 10 minutes. That is easy running, zone 1 to zone 2. Once we hit the 10-minute threshold, we're going to go into one of my favorite workouts, which is a military workout, and it's called 6120s. So what we're going to do for that is we're going to sprint for 60 seconds, and then we're going to walk for 120 seconds, which is 2 minutes. Then we're going to conduct a cool down. And while we're doing that, I will just provide you with all the motivation, dedication, inspiration that you need to get through today's workout. So here we go. Speed it up just a little bit. Make sure you stay in your lane. The warm-up should not be challenging. You just want to get the juices flowing, but during the sprints, you want to look for Jesus, okay? So you want to get the blood flowing during those sprints. So let's speed it up a little bit. Find something nice and comfortable. Zone 1, zone 2. So I always like to start at about a 12-minute mile. And as the warm-up progresses to the 10 minutes, I speed up every minute. That way I can reach a little faster pace and get that proper warm-up. Right now, running at a 12-minute pace. Nice and easy. Whatever's nice and easy for you. If you're still walking, that's fine. Stay in your lane. So the goal for this workout, it doesn't matter if you're training for a 5K, if you're training for a 10K, a half marathon, a marathon, an ultra. These short burst workouts, which are 1 minute, they're really good to practice your leg turnover. Because if you're always running this slow, and let's say in a race, you want to run faster, you're expecting your legs to do something that you haven't done. So the key to this workout is to be very uncomfortable, but also to practice that leg turnover. And it doesn't matter what you're training for. All right, we got about 7.5 more minutes of easy running. While we're running easy, get your mind right, get your soul right. Because once you start that 1-minute sprint, don't hit that button. You don't get to quit. It's 1 full minute. That's what I love about the treadmill. When you're on the treadmill, the only way you quit is if you physically take this finger and you hit stop, you pull the lever, if you hop off. So it's all mental. Make sure you stay locked in. Also, we're going to do about, depending on time, we're going to do 4 to 6 reps. If you run that first rep and you set yourself a little bit short, go a little bit faster on the second rep. Vice versa, 3, 4, 5, you get a little bit faster. You don't want to go at 100%. You don't want to get injured. Make sure you stay at about 85 to 90% for these sprints. You still want to be able to walk today and tomorrow, okay? So these interval sessions, I would do it progressively. So today we're doing 1 minute on, 2 minutes off. Maybe you do that for, a month, and maybe then you progress to 2 minutes on, 2 minutes off, 2 minutes on, 3 minutes off. You could do sprint for, or run fast for half a mile, 1 mile. You can do whatever you want to do and what you feel like is helping you. But again, I really like these 1-minute sessions because that's where you can work on that speed. These sessions is where I can run, in the 5-minute mile sections that I wouldn't be able to do if I run, for 3 minutes on, 3 minutes off. Play with it. It takes a lot of experience. Just play with it. See how you like it. If you're doing these workouts, you can also put the incline up, put it down. You can do whatever you want to do. For these sessions, though, the key is to make it hard. You really want it to be hard. And again, it's all that mental fortitude. Because the only way you should quit if you take this finger and hit that button. But with me, you don't hit that button. Don't hit the button. That's your key for today. Don't hit the button. All right, we're almost at 5 minutes, got about 5 more minutes. So what I like to do is I do my warm-up, then I walk for about a minute or two, and then I go straight into the sprint. I already know the pace that I want to run at, but again, if you're not quite sure where you're at, just feel the waters. So sprint, if it wasn't tough enough, just make it faster. And this is just a testament to you. Nobody knows what fast is except you. So on these workouts, you really want to push yourself. 2, while we're on the treadmill, I get a lot of questions about the treadmill running. Can I run outside? Do I have to run inside? What about the treadmill? Is it the same? Blah, blah, blah. So let me tell you, I do a lot of heart rate running, zone training. If on the treadmill, let's say I run a 7-minute mile, but outside, that mile, it felt just as hard as if I'm running outside an 8-minute mile. That's fine. Just know that when you're on the treadmill, the paces will vary based on climate, impact. There's so many external factors. So a good way to monitor progress is write down your workouts. So let's say today, my intervals for 1 minute were a 6-minute pace. Keep it that way. Come back in a month and jot it down. Maybe now my intervals are 550. And then again, you can do that same workout outside to see how it correlates to the outside turf, okay? But I like the treadmill because again, the only way I'm gonna quit is if I hit the button, and I'm not gonna hit the button. Outside, I'll probably hit the button. So I love the treadmill. All right, y'all, we're at 6:30. I'll probably start walking in a minute and a half. Walk for 2 minutes, and then we're gonna do some sprints. So the goal for you that are trying to run a 10K, a half marathon, or a marathon, your goal is to improve the length of these intervals. Because you want to be able to run at least your goal pace for at least a few minutes. So a good goal for sprinting would be like 4 minutes on, 4 minutes off. But to run that really fast, and that takes a lot of time to build up. But it starts with these 6120s. All right, we're at 7:20. Got about 40 more seconds, easy. 2 minutes of walking, then we'll go straight into some fast-paced running. Get your minds right, we only got a few more minutes. So 2, with the 1 minute on and 2 minutes off, what I like to do on the treadmill, I like even numbers. So let's say I start sprinting at the 10-minute mark and I sprint till 11. I don't add on extra time because I know that the treadmill will take about 15 seconds to calibrate. So really, you're only sprinting for roughly 45 seconds. But I like to just keep it on an even number. All right, we're gonna slow down. Now we're gonna walk it out. So I like to take this time to reevaluate my life. Know that it's gonna suck for the next 20 minutes, but that's okay. Get a sip of water, hop off the treadmill, retie your shoes, go use the bathroom, utilize this time for whatever you gotta do. And then know when you come back on this treadmill, you gotta give it all you got. Let's go, we got a minute 30. I got a little bit of lactic acid built up in my legs. I like to use sprints to work some of that out. Contrary to popular belief, or for me at least, it aids my recovery just a little bit. And it really, really improves your leg turnover. If you never run fast, don't expect to run fast during your race. You can't always run a 10-minute mile or 12 or whatever minute mile and then expect to run a 7 or 6 minute mile during your races. So these sprints are the perfect opportunity for you to touch your goal pace. Just, stay at that goal segment or faster than just for seconds. If that's 30 seconds, 1 minute, 2 minutes, you want to spend some time running way faster than your goal pace. That way, come during race day, it's easier. All right, we got about 40 seconds left. I hope y'all are feeling good, looking good. I can't see you, but I know y'all are looking good because I'm feeling good and looking good. So 30 seconds. And again, once the timer hits that magic number, for me, it'll be 10. You're sprinting for 1 minute. That includes the time for the treadmill to calibrate. I'm just gonna hit the magic button so I don't have to keep hitting the speed. Battle started. All right, got a countdown. Got 5 seconds and we're gonna burn. All right, here we go. All righty. All right, feel the burn, y'all. Feel it. If I fall off the treadmill, y'all better pick me up. Let's go. We got 30 more seconds. 30 seconds, y'all. They should be hard, but they should be comfortable hard to where you're not falling off the treadmill. All right, 10 seconds. Don't push the button. Don't push it. It's all mental. Don't push it. And a minute. Put the treadmill speed back down. Now you're gonna walk for 2 minutes. I love this part. All right, here we go. All right, now you just walk it out. There's a lot of people sprint and then they say, hey, pick up a jog. Did a lot of research and from experience, I will tell you, when you sprint and you get your heart rate up into zone 4 and zone 5, walk it out. And what you want to do is double your rest time. So if you sprint for a minute, it's good to do 2 minutes off. If you say you sprint for 2 minutes, do 2 minutes off, and so forth. It is, you can very much well do, 1 minute on, 1 minute off, 2 minutes, 2 minutes. I like to do 2 minutes of sprinting and 1 minute of rest. And that's for more advanced runners. And you could just switch it up every time. Next sprint, elevate the incline. Next time, do less rest. Next time, make your reps longer. It all depends. And I would always just keep it spicy and keep switching it up. And then a month or two later, come back and do the same exact workout that you did today. And you will definitely notice progress. So this time, grab your drink. Walk it. If you are monitoring your heart rate, I usually am rested when my heart rate reaches 100. And it's usually about the time the 2 minutes are over. All right, we got 30 seconds. So that last rep for me felt pretty good. I'll use that as a warm-up rep. I'll go a little bit faster this time because you want to feel the sensation in your body right at that minute you want to hop off. And if you have a little more juice to give the juice and don't hit that button. Here we go. We got 8 seconds. All right. 3, 2, 1, push it. All right, it's like the 6 something. Feels pretty good. Make sure you monitor your run form. Watch your breathing. Work on your stride. Work on your arms. Just watch the clock, but don't hit that button. Don't hit it. Let it burn. Let it burn. This is where you make your money. We can slow run all day, but these speed sessions are key. All right, we got 12 seconds. 5 seconds. Easy money. Let's go. 2. And put it back down. Walk it out. Walk it out. Walk it out. All right, again, depending on how many interval sessions, reps you choose to do for that day, let's say I had 4 today. I feel pretty good right now. Increase your speed. If you know you have 10 and you're feeling a little juicy right now, keep that same pace until you hit about 5 reps. See how you feel then, because what you don't want to do is go too fast too soon and you're not able to finish the workout. I'd rather you go slower and pick it up at the end than go fast and have to cut the workout short because you gassed out. So again, during this time, relax, get a drink, do what you got to do, get your mind right. We got about 1 minute left to recoup and relax. And again, a very essential key on becoming a better runner is keeping a log. I have a big whiteboard in my room. I monitor all my paces, all my workouts. That way I can, if I feel like I'm not progressing, because running is measured in milliseconds, I'll come back in a month and be like, wow, you did those 1 minute repeats at a 6-minute pace, and in a month I'll be at a 550. That lets me know like, hey, you may not feel that way sometimes, but you are genuinely progressing. So make sure you keep a log. It could be a journal, it could be a whiteboard, it could be your phone, whatever you want it to be. All right, we got 20 seconds. 20 seconds, and then we are going to feel the burn. Don't hit the button. Don't push it. Don't push it. All right, we got 5 seconds. Here we go. All right, should be feeling it by now. I'm not a natural sweater, so don't mind me. I am working. All right, 30 seconds. Don't hit the button. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. How bad do you want it? What are you working for right now? What's your goal? If you don't put in the work now, you're not going to reap the results during your races. Push yourself. Just 1 minute. You can do anything for 1 minute. Got 15 seconds. Let's go. Earn those donuts. 2, 1. All right, good job. Good job. Bring it back down. We got 2 minutes. We'll do 1 more rep, and then we'll go right into our cool down. Again, depending on how many reps you did today, if you're feeling good, let it rip. See what you got. Get that leg turnover going. It's how you build strength in your legs. If this workout is too easy, to make it easier on your joints, increase the elevation and just lower the speed. So let's say you're sprinting at a 7-minute pace. If you want a real challenge, bring it down to maybe a 7:30, a 7:45, but elevate the incline. Easier on your knees, easier on your joints. Very challenging. So again, just play with it. It's like hill sprints. However you want to construct your plan, that's up to you. It all works. It's all effort. Another question I get during these fast-paced runs, I don't run by heart rate. So anytime I run fast, I don't care what zone, well, I care. I'm going to be in zone 4 or 5. And depending, I look at my watch just to record the data like I told you, but that's not going to play a factor in how I'm running that day. It's all based on effort. So if my fastest 1-minute sprint was a 6-minute, and today I'm just feeling so great and I'm doing 5:30, I'm going to do 5:30. I'm going to do what my body allows me to do that day. Does that make sense? So monitor your heart rate. Make sure you're not, at your max heart rate and you're going to burst. But know that the fast runs, you really want to run by effort because you do the same during your races. All right, we got 15 minutes. This is the last one. So let's make it count. Don't push that button. Don't push that button until 1 minute. Easy work. We got 5 seconds. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and let's go. 1 minute. Do anything for 1 minute. Last minute. And then you're off. Let's bring the heat. Let's go. All right, here we go. right, this is a 6 for me. Doesn't feel like it, should be going faster. All right, we got 30 seconds. If you got to right now, speed it up. Squeeze out all the juice. Go, this is the last one. And we got 15 seconds. If you do anything for 15 seconds, don't hit the button. Don't hit the button. All right, 8. 5 seconds. 2. And stop. Killing it. Time to walk it out, walk it out. So what I like to do for the cool down, I'm still gonna walk it out, and then I will pick up a really slight jog to round out the workout. Here we go. So the amount of reps that you should do for any interval session depends on your goal. So if you're training for a 5K, you don't need the amount of interval sessions like you would need for a marathon. When I do marathon training and I do intervals, I'll run anywhere from 9 to 13 miles intervals. So about a 1.5 mile warm up, 1.5 mile cool down, that's 3 miles right there. So the work will be about 10 miles. Does that make sense? Because you want to increase that speed up into the double digits. If I'm always just doing interval training for 3 to 4 miles, that's not going to help me build up for a marathon. So depending on your goal, depending on your race, increase those elements. May that be, you can do 1/2 mile repeats, 1 mile repeats, whatever they are, increase. You can do 1K repeats. You can run fast for 10 minutes, walk for 3 to 5, run fast. You can just play with it. I would argue, do some research and figure out what's good for you, depending on your level. Are you intermediate? Are you advanced? Are you beginner? This is based on your goals. If your goals is to finish a race, to race a race, or to run a race, those are 3 different things. So make sure that your work ethic matches the goal that you have during that time. So we got about 20 more seconds, and then we'll pick up a slight jog just to balance out the heart rate. All right, we got 5 seconds. Just pick up the pace, just really slow. Zone 1, really slow. The Army, I like to call it an airborne shuffle. We just shuffle. All right, so while we're doing our recovery, the recovery doesn't just stop on the treadmill. Once you're off the treadmill, key to a workout, may this be after a lift in conjunction with whatever, make sure you get your protein. What really works for me is carbs immediately after a run to just restore everything. Accompanied, of course, by stretching. Don't just hop off the treadmill and go about your day or do whatever. Make sure you take at least 5 to 10 minutes to stretch. Because you're 9 times out of 10, you're always on your legs. If you're a runner like me, you're running every day, you got to give your legs some love. And that's how you stay strong. So that is a big part of recovery. As a runner, the best runners are the ones that are consistent. Woo, see, falling off the treadmill. So if you're a runner and let's say you ran for 2 months and you get injured and now you're out the game for 3 months. If I run way slower, don't run as far as you, I'm going to be ahead of you just because I'm able to stay healthy. So really, truly take that recovery portion serious. It matters. Specifically, if you're going up there in age, if you're getting older like me, you just really have to take care of your body. All right, y'all, that was a really good workout. A little bit short for me. I'm used to, running an hour and a half a day, but that was great. So, again, if you're trying to improve time, speed, and distance, do it slowly. Do it slowly. So if you're running 20 miles a week, don't just start running 40 to 50 miles that next week. Increase slowly. Your patience will pay off. So if you're at 20, no more than 23 to 25 that next week, and so forth. And every 4th week, deload and just recover that whole week, and then you pick it back up. And next thing you know, you'll be, increase that mileage a lot. Again, all depending on the goal that you have. If you're running training for a 5K, looks way different than training for an ultra marathon. I'm training for an ultra marathon right now, so a lot of my runs are specifically in zone 2. During the progress, my zone 2 heart rate is now my zone 3 heart rate that it was, 3 months ago. So you will see a lot of improvement. I still do a lot of speed training. Have to make sure that my leg turnover is straight. But again, depending on your goal, you have to stay in your lane and monitor your goal. As long as your work ethic matches what your race is, you'll be successful. All right, hope y'all are feeling good. This is the time when you do fast-paced running like this, you monitor your body. Is your calf tight, your hamstring tight, your quads, your upper body? Are there any aches and pains? Because that means you have to show that area some love. When I used to do it and get injured a few years ago, my hamstrings will always give me a problem. That was because I was running too fast too soon. So all you gotta do is bring it down a notch, slow pace running, and then progressively get faster. Don't too much too soon and you'll get injured. So just, again, stay in your lane. All right, y'all, we got about 1 more minute, then we will wrap this up. It was a good workout. I hope y'all liked it. Again, play with it. This is not the end all be all. Interval sessions are my favorite because you can really do what you want. Sometimes I step on the treadmill and my body's saying, hey, I'm feeling great today, and I'll make the workout really challenging. Sometimes I step on the treadmill and my body's like, no. So I'll still do the session, but I will tailor it to what my body's telling me to do. And then sometimes you just gotta take a day off. Listen to your body. No matter what your training plan says, for that day, you listen to your body. Because there's a lot of external circumstances that we can't account for the night prior. All right, y'all, we got 15 more seconds, and that's it. That was an easy calorie burn. Nice little 2 miles. Good. All right, bringing the pace down. All right, y'all, I hope y'all enjoyed that workout. That was one of many. I love doing my speed sessions on the treadmill because that mental capacity pushed in. Don't push that button. So I'm Janina Simmons. Hope you choose me as your run coach and we can help you, achieve your goals. And y'all just have a great Saturday and go rest up.